The challenges of hiring employees. Ooh, we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by mycleaningconnection.com, which is a resource hub for a whole bunch of information that you need as a small business owner so that you can hire and recruit and interview and motivate and inspire your employees so that you can grow your business. All right, so there are some challenges when you try to hire staff for your house cleaning business. Now, one of the reasons that it becomes a challenge is because we as house cleaners have become so skilled at house cleaning that we've built up referrals and people are calling us and we have more business than we possibly know what to do with. And so we decide, hey, it's time for us to grow. But we have a completely different set of skills from house cleaning to managing and hiring employees. It's like being a basketball player and a football player. They're two different sports. They're two different sets of skills. And in house cleaning, although you might be an excellent house cleaner, you might be really horrible at being a manager of people. And so if you decide your business is of that ilk and you're about to grow and expand and you're going to do this big thing like grow your business, what you're going to have to do is make a commitment that you're going to buckle down and you're going to learn the management skills of people. Because when you hire people, there's a lot of management that goes on. And so instead of just cleaning and being in the field and doing what you love, now you have to have a whole new set of skills. You need a new set of people skills. You need a new set of interview skills. And you need another sense, which is about to understand people when they lie to you, when they call in sick, when they have problems, when they can't get a job done, when they said the customer said something and really the customer didn't say that, when a customer calls you back because the work wasn't done properly. You got to know where the truth lies and you got to know where you need to retrain. So there is a lot that's involved in managing a staff. And in order for that to become lucrative, you have to budget in your own time, because a lot of times as house cleaners, we don't pay ourselves for the extra things we do, like managing people. But if you were to hire a manager off the street to come in and manage the team that you hire, you would have to pay them a salary. So you're going to need to take some time out of your cleaning schedule to read books and to go to classes and to train yourself to become an astute business person that's in a position to manage the people that you hire. Because if you ask the wrong questions in the hiring process, you're going to hire the wrong person. And then 2 days, a week, 3 weeks down the road, it's going to smack upside the head that you have hired the wrong person. And you're going to have all kinds of headaches and challenges, and you will have taken on new clients that now you cannot sustain because you don't have the help that you thought you hired. Does that make sense? It's convoluted. But the reality is you're going to need the time for yourself and you're going to need the budget for yourself, because when you take time away from the cleaning, that's your regular income that comes in. And so you're going to need to take that time away so that you can now manage these people. And in order to do that, you have to pay yourself a salary, which means you need to be able to factor in how much you're paying your staff, and then you have to pay yourself as well, so that you can afford to take the time away from the field and still pay your bills. Because as the business owner, oftentimes we're the last to pay ourselves, and you need to get paid in order to pay your bills in order to stay in business. There's no incentive whatsoever for you to hire people off the street and to put food on their tables, and you can't put food on your own. So one of the biggest problems with growth is growing without a plan. And so if you're in growth mode, if you have a lot of business coming in, now is the time to stop and to learn, even before you hire new people, learn about the business side of hiring a staff, because it's two completely different sets of skills. And if you don't learn the employee staff part of the business, you won't have a business. Because what will happen is you will go to a customer's house and the customer will say, we don't want the new person, we just want you. Because you haven't had time to properly train them. You haven't managed them. You haven't motivated them. And if you can't do that part of it, this part is going to fall apart. Because the customers that loved you are now not going to love you. They're going to be really disenchanted with the fact that you're scattered and spread so thin. And so it's really important that you focus on doing both sides of the business if that's what you're going to do. And if you're not good with this side of the business, then you might want to consider building into your budget over here, hiring someone who is. And then hire someone who can come in and hire the people and train them and motivate them and inspire them and fire them and all of those things. Because quite frankly, that is another full-time job. And if you're going to sandwich that onto the existing full-time job that you have as house cleaner, it's really tough to do. So you're going to have to either take a step back and get out of the field so that you can do this full-time, or you're going to have to hire somebody that can do this so you can still pay your bills and you can still grow your company. Those are the challenges of hiring a staff. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today. Until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.